upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a rich merchant and his daughter named Bawang Putih. Bawang Putih's mother had died a long time ago. The merchant loved his daughter very much because he was obedient and good-hearted. One day, while returning from a trip, the merchant brought a woman and her daughter. He wanted to marry the woman, so Bawang Putih had a stepmother and a stepsister, Bawang Merah. When her father is away trading, her stepmother and Bawang Merah treat Bawang Putih like a servant. Bawang Putih does all the work her stepmother tells her to do, such as cleaning the house, cooking, washing clothes, and looking for firewood. If the work is wrong, the stepmother will punish her by not feeding her. Every morning, her stepmother and Bawang Merah take turns chores.
Prepare breakfast. Now.
Because her work too hard and was often punished, Bawang Putih body became thin. One day, her father came home and fell ill. She was very sad and never left her father alone. God had another will. Bawang Putih's father passed away. While Bawang Putih cried tears of sadness, his stepmother and Bawang Merah were happy because Bawang Putih's father's property and house now belonged to them. Bawang Putih's life suffered even more after her father died. She no longer had a father to love and comfort her. Stepmother and Bawang Merah tormented her even more. Bawang Putih tries to be patient, but sometimes he cries at night.
Help me. Why are they always mean to me?
One day, Bawang Putih went to the river to wash clothes. She felt sleepy and hungry, her body weak. While washing, Bawang Putih didn't realize that his stepmother's favorite shawl was washed away by the current. When he finished washing, he was surprised to see that the shawl has gone.
It was washed away in the river. What should I do? I'm afraid to go home. Mom will scold me for sure.
Finally, Bawang Putih decided to go down to the river to find the shawl. On the way, he met a farmer who was washing his cows. Bawang Putih immediately hid to the mountain. There he found a wooden house and knocked on the door.
Hi, Uncle. You see shawl on the river?
Oh yes, the red scarf. It was taken by the old lady. The grandmother house is on the mountain.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Excuse me, Grandma. Did you find my mom's house? Hi, baby. Come here. What's your name? My name is Bawang Putih, Grandma. This is your shawl, right? Yes.
She was willing to give her the red shawl, but on one condition, Bawang Putih had to help her. Bawang Putih agreed. Throughout the day, her helped her cook, look for firewood, clean the house, and wash clothes. All the work was easy for Bawang Putih because she was used to it. Finally, it was time to Bawang Putih to go home. The grandmother gave her a red scarf and said,
Hey, I want to give you a gift. A pumpkin. This gift? Which one do you want? I choose this. Okay, you can take this. But remember, don't open it when you got home. Okay? Okay. Bye, Grandma.
Arriving home, Bawang Putih was called by stepmother and Bawang Merah. They kept beating her. Then they saw the pumpkin that Bawang Putih had brewed. Bawang Putih took a knife and cut open the pumpkin. To their surprise, the crowd was full of shiny and expensive jewelry.
Where have you been, Bawang Putih? How dare you leave without permission? I'm sorry, ma'am. Enough, Bawang Putih. We don't need your excuse. Where did you get this pumpkin? Oh, Bawang Putih. You should have choose a large pumpkin. It would have had more jewelry.
The next day, the stepmother and Bawang Merah went to the river. They deliberately washed the shawl until it drifted away. Then they followed the shawl until it reached the old lady. Sure enough, the shawl was taken by the old lady who was in the river. They followed the old lady all the way to the mountain. On the way, Bawang Merah kept complaining. Arriving at the old lady house, they knocked on the door and the old lady welcomed them kindly. Then they pretend to be sad and asked about the red shawl.
Halo,
Hello, Grandma. Did you find my mom's house? Oh, yes. Grandma happened to find it first.
Like Bawang Putih, the grandmother would give them scarf if they would help her. However, as long as they were helping, they kept complaining.
I'm so tired, Mom. I'm tired, so I hope it contains more jewelry.
Finally, they finished their work and said goodbye. Grandmother gave them a shawl and two pumpkins to choose from, a big one and a small one. Of course, they chose the big pumpkin, and grandmother told them to not open the pumpkin until they got home. However, on the way, they did not follow her advice. They cut open the big pumpkin because they couldn't wait to see what was inside. However, they were shocked because the pumpkin contained venomous animals such as snakes.
Choose the big one. Yeah, choose the big one. Remember, don't open it when you got home. Okay? Yes, Grandma. We will go home. Bye. Oh, what it is? Where's the jewelry? Why is there an animal inside? Oh my God, Mom! It's hurt. What do you do, Mom? Ew!
Since they were still in the middle of the forest, there was no one to help. Eventually, the stepmother and Bawang Merah died from snake bites. Their great brought disaster. Meanwhile, Bawang Putih lived happily ever after. The jewelry given to her by his old grandmother made her rich. She continued her further business and enjoyed the fruits of her obedience and kindness.